Hello my beautiful collective, and welcome to this video. Guys, I do hope you guys can appreciate these types of videos. They are again in my non-tarot playlist. These are interesting topics ranging from anywhere from spiritual awakening to the types of connections you could have, to trauma bonds. And what I'm noticing is as I'm doing these videos are that these topics could be helpful to you. It could be having to do with situations connected to your relationships, your family situations, or even just your self-development, your spiritual growth. Okay, guys? The topic in these videos are going to be, they vary. Okay? Visit the playlist, check out the videos. They could help you. And just know that the research I've done for these topics were very extensive. I do hope you guys can appreciate the hard work that was put into these videos, and I will be crediting the articles and the people who wrote these articles and the website in the description box below if you guys want a more concise longer version of what I kind of compacted into a video. You know, I only took from the important points I felt would be useful to you guys. But you guys could always refer back to the article, the website. I have listed that information in the description box below. Okay, guys? So I do hope you enjoy these videos, and let me know in the comments what you think. Again, everybody's experience is going to be different with every single one of these videos. It could resonate, it might not resonate. And regarding your spiritual awakening journey, okay, you could be at different levels. So just take all these videos with a grain of salt. Okay, it might resonate, it might not, but take it with a grain of salt. Also, the articles that I've researched, it's not to say that what they say is written in stone, but it's just a an idea of, you know, with these topics, you know, what they're sharing. Okay, so again, take it with a grain of salt. I do hope you enjoy these videos. I worked very hard researching it. Without further ado, here we go, guys. Hello, my beautiful collective. It is I, Rosa, Lady Capricorn Tarot, here to bring you another video from my playlist of non-tarot videos by interesting topics. Okay, guys? Now, today's video is going to be touching on soulmate, twin flames, and karmic partner connections. Okay, guys? And again, with my tarot readings, I've come across all three types of connections. Okay, guys? I'm bringing this video to you more because I'm noticing that a lot of people are kind of confusing these three. Okay, only because they're similar but very different, if that makes sense. So in today's video, we're going to go ahead and touch on the soulmate connection. We're going to be touching on the twin flame connection, and we're going to be touching on the karmic connection. Okay, and you know, see how that, you know, hopefully, and it's going to be a very short video. Okay, again, my research, I tried to condense all of the information, and I've even, like, because these topics are very deep. Okay, and if you guys go to the articles, which I'm, you know, referencing the article, the person's name, and the website in the description box below of all these videos in case you want the more general, okay, of it. But I pretty much break these videos down to just the meat and potatoes. Okay, guys? Because you know, I did a lot of research, and it's like, I know for myself, if I'm watching a YouTube video, I don't want all the extra. So this video is going to be short, but it's going to, hopefully it'll be, you know, informational enough to, you know, help you realize what kind of connection you're dealing with. All right. So with all that being said, we're going to go ahead and get started. Okay. Now, introduction to the soulmate, twin flame, karmic connections, right? So the soulmate, twin flame, karmic connection, right, can be confusing, which can also slow down, okay, the journey with the people you are dealing with, right? It could slow down your journey in the connection that you're in because there's so much confusion trying to figure out what kind of connection you're in. Okay, I recommend that you don't get caught up in the labels of these connections, because every journey is different and unique from person to person, okay, guys? And the descriptions of each of these connections, okay, I'm going to go over, might resonate with, the connection you're in now, or it might not, okay? It might resonate with what you're seeing in your connection. Use the descriptions of these videos, okay? Use the descriptions of each of these, not the video. Well, yeah, the video too. So use the description of each of these, right? As a guiding tool, right? But it's not set in stone, all right? So I just want you guys to know that, okay? I'm going to go through these descriptions. You may or may not resonate with each of them, or you might still feel like you're in the dark about it, okay? If you're still in the dark about the connection you're in, guys, because none of these you can box yourself into, then by all means, you can still research the topic. There's a lot of YouTube videos out there, as well as a lot of articles connected to each of these connections, okay? So in detail, I'm going to go over the different types of relationships that we could experience in a relationship, right? To a soulmate, a twin flame, or a karmic connection. So without further ado, let's go with the first kind of connection here, the soulmate connection, okay? So during the course of your life, right, you may be lucky to meet several soulmates, right? Soulmate connections are different, okay? Well, how are they different, you may ask, right? In comparison to the twin flame and karmic connection, okay, the soulmate connection is different. Why? Because with soulmates, it can be in a romantic relationship, but it can also be, other soulmate connections. It could be with friends or even a relative, okay? The soulmate understands us like no one else and is always with us when we need them, right? A soulmate can be with us for a certain amount of time for some reason, and they may exit our life never to be seen again, okay? The mission of a soulmate in our life is to make our lives easier and more pleasant, okay? Soulmates can guide us on our evolutional path, right? And may leave us with a valuable lesson, okay? So they may be in our life for a little bit and then leave. But in comparison to a karmic connection, which is kind of like similar to the soulmate, with the karmic connection, it's a little more destructive, okay? It's a roller coaster, up and down. It could be very emotionally charged, okay? But with the karmic connection, you also take a lesson from that. And I feel like with the karmic connection it shows you the toxicity of what a connection could be with, either with a romantic relationship or friend or family. But the lesson taken from there is just for you not to have to go through the bullshit that the toxicity that you go through in a karmic connection. And that person is also not meant to stay in your life either. So that's kind of like the similarities and the differences with a karmic and a soulmate. Again, the soulmate connection, they may come into your life for a short time, but in that time, they're supposed to make your experience with them easier and pleasant, okay? With the karmic, they teach you how the most toxic situations, and it is up to you to have enough self-love and strength to get out of that and not allow that type of behavior into your life again. But we're still on soulmates. I just felt like I needed to connect the two, how they're the same and how they're different. Okay, now, so soulmates guide us on our evolutionary path and may leave us with a valuable lesson. And we've already gone over that. They are our best adventure partner and awaken the good in us. You see, so the soulmate comes into your life. Now, don't get me wrong. You could have the soulmate stay in your life as well. Okay, so it could go either or. But the purpose of the soulmate is to bring out the best in you, okay? To make life easier for you, okay? And more pleasant. It says they help us to be the best version of ourselves, okay? So that's the positive with the soulmate connection. Very cut and dry, very, very fast, right? Now we touch on the twin flame connection, okay, which is often confused with the soulmate connection and the karmic. So here we go with the twin flame. The twin flame connection is described as a manifestation of the strongest spiritual connection between two individuals. Okay, twin flames share the same energy and have a mission to complete on this lifetime in order to evolve spiritually. Okay, when twin flames meet, they feel an intense and very emotional connection and an immediate physical attraction and a feeling of knowing each other from before. In this connection, there are equal feelings between the two people. Okay, they think the same, and it's very loving. Okay, the communication between twin flames flow naturally, and each person is even able to guess what's on the mind of the other person, right? You could even finish each other's sentences in this type of connection. Twin flames are able to communicate telepathically, which is mentally, right? And may even have the same dreams, okay? Twin flames share the same psychological problems, insecurities, and emotional imbalances, okay? During the twin flame journey, they may separate a few times, all right? That's that breaking up, coming back together, okay? The runner and the chaser dynamic in the twin flame connection, okay? The connection is very intense and best described as a roller coaster ride. And I say this to everybody I've read for, that I feel it's a twin flame connection. It is a roller coaster ride, okay, guys? So you have to just, that's the type of connection. I don't even want a twin flame because I have a soulmate and I'm happy with my soulmate. And, you know, I do not want a twin flame connection. It is the most intense and the most roller coaster like emotionally, and I don't want it. I'm like, I'll pass. Anyway, it says, so it says during the twin flame journey, right? You guys may be separating and getting back together a few times because the connection is very intense and best described as a roller coaster ride, right? I've already said that. Twin flames, despite of the ups and downs, will end up together, okay? This is what the article says. However, I kind of have to, personally, I don't agree with that, okay? Yes, you can break up and get back together, and yes, you can end up together, okay? The majority of the time, twin flames do. But in most cases, I've found, okay, that twin flames, they can come together in this lifetime, but if the other twin flame is not spiritually awakened or on a level where they can receive this type of connection and refuses it, the union might not happen in this lifetime, okay? It might happen the next lifetime. So I just want to throw that out there because, you know, I've read on that before. So this article, this person, they said that they always end up together. I have to disagree with that. And I have been in the past in Facebook groups. I don't have Facebook anymore, where people were giving their take on their journey, and a lot of people said that they came together with their twin flame, but union never happened. So just keep that in mind, okay? It could happen this lifetime or the next lifetime. So in some cases, twin flames will not come into union in this lifetime, okay? Now, while in separation, twin flames experience an unbearable pain and longing for the other person, okay? They may try to move on, but are not able to, okay? At times, the separation is so unbearable for both that they end up coming back together, okay? End up coming back together. That is that pull. That is that magnetic pull to this person. And yes, the pain through separation is, I would say, the equivalent to possibly losing a loved one, okay? Somebody passing away. It is an unbearable pain, okay? In the twin flame connection, okay, a person is, in a twin flame connection, right? There's situations where one person is more spiritually awakened than the other. And this may be what causes the runner and chaser dynamic, okay? Why? Because the less spiritually awakened twin flame doesn't understand what's going on, and they may fear the intensity of the connection, okay? In most cases, these differences are usually settled, and the more awakened twin flame will help the less awakened twin flame with their awakening, okay? Once this is achieved, the twin flames achieve destined evolution in their spiritual connection, okay? And I'm leaving that one there with the twin flame because I tried to make these connections, you know, the descriptions as short as possible, okay? But again, you guys can refer to the articles or do your own research if this is not enough, okay, guys? So the last connection, okay, and this is by far to me the most interesting one, is the karmic connection. Why? Because this connection could very easily disguise itself as a twin flame connection or a soulmate connection, okay? This type of connection has the same kind of intensity, which is why a lot of people mistake it with the twin flame and the soulmate. But the take with this connection is that it's very toxic, okay? And unlike the twin flame and soulmate connection, those connections can be, well, twin flame can be a roller coaster of emotions, but it should never be toxic. And I mean toxic where there's verbal abuse, physical. That's not what the twin flame connection is. Yes, it's a roller coaster of emotions, but it's never to the point where it's toxic. Neither is the soulmate. So that's the difference between the karmic connection and the twin flame and the soulmate connection. Okay, guys, so let's get into karmic connections. So karmic love relationships involve great suffering, and worst of all, the person affected is not able to leave this type of connection. Why? Because it's toxic, right? And again, it can be confused with the twin flame and soulmate, which I have had personal readings where I have to tell the person, you are not in a twin flame or soulmate connection, you are in a karmic connection, and you need to break free from that, okay? They don't stay in your life. The meaning, the purpose is, again, as I said in the beginning, they will put you through the ringer, okay, as far as toxicity goes, and it is up to you to love yourself enough, have that aha moment to break the cycle here and move on, okay, guys? So, karmic love relationships, right, involve great suffering, and worst of all, the person affected is not able to leave this type of connection, okay? In a karmic connection, the dynamic is toxic, consisting of verbal, psychological, and even physical violence. The karmic partner brings nothing good into your life and only looks at how they can benefit from situations. Okay, so very one-sided, very selfish. Okay, on top of toxic. As strange as this may sound, a karmic relationship has a positive side though. It's to awaken your consciousness to the point where you recognize how you are being treated and eliminate this type of relationship from your life forever. Okay, and I said this already. It's supposed to awaken, give you that aha moment. And this is not just in romantic relationship, guys, okay? This could be, but it is connected to romantic relationships. But I feel, this is my personal opinion, like you could have karmic connections with people outside of a relationship, because the bottom line here is to awaken to the fact that you should not be mistreated by anybody. So that's why I'm saying this. I'm saying that this could even go beyond a romantic relationship, okay? Now, it says some people, though, don't receive this awakening and stay in this type of connection, which is one not made to last, rather to take the lesson from and move on, okay? A person who's in a karmic relationship has to understand what led him or her to have this negative bond to a person, okay? Once a person awakens in this type of relationship, they will understand that they deserve better and should only maintain a healthy relationship, okay? So hopefully, if you're in this type of connection, I'm hoping that I was able to distinguish each of them. And if this is what you're going through, you are not in a soulmate or twin flame connection, you're in a karmic connection, and you need to get the hell out of Dodge, okay, guys? So in closing, right, all three of these relationships and its descriptions, right, should help you to better understand, okay, the nature of your interpersonal connections, whether that be in a connection, a relationship, romantic, and it could even stem outside of, you know, a romantic connection, okay. If you're comfortable, with and you like your current relationship situation, right, continue, by all means continue forward with the nurturing and love of that connection. But, okay guys, but here's the but, okay, if you're not happy and you're dissatisfied in a relationship, right, that you're bonded to, you know, just feel free to release yourself from this connection, okay. You know, feel free to make changes for yourself and your outer world, okay. You'll realize that once you make these changes for yourself and remove yourself from this connection, the outer world as well as your immediate world, okay, will change as well, okay. Your surroundings will change as well, because what you don't allow in a connection, okay, when you stand up and you're like, I deserve better than this bullshit, that energy is going to radiate outwards and it's going to hit on other areas of your life, okay, your immediate surroundings, other people that you deal with outside of a romantic connection, as well as you're giving off the energy to the world that, you know, you cannot be fucked with on that level anymore, okay guys. So this video, as I said, may be short. I do hope you enjoyed this video. If you guys have any questions, my email is in the about section of my channel. You know, any comments, please leave them below. I tried to make this video very concise and to the point. I do hope that I was able to help you guys distinguish what each of these connections are, you know, and you know, get in my comments if any of these if you're in any of these connections, okay guys. Best of luck to you, can't even talk. Best of luck to you guys in these type of connections. And guys, if you're in a karmic relationship, I cannot stress it enough, okay, love yourself, pour into yourself. Please learn how to distinguish that in a karmic connection where it's very toxic, that is not the connection that you need to be in, and you need to get the hell out of Dodge from that connection as soon as possible, okay guys. If you like what I did here, consider liking, sharing, subscribing to my channel, also hitting that notification bell so you guys will be alerted when I either go live or my next video post. And guys, if you haven't gone back to my playlist, I also did a video on trauma bonding, which I think goes very well with this video. Check out that video as well, and let me know what you think, okay guys. So until next time, be on the lookout for my next series of videos that I'm currently researching and filming. All right guys, God bless. Thank you so much for being here with me, and I'll see you next video. Bye.